morning, everybody. My name's Jenny, and this is my colleague Yvonne. We're here representing the Devon Registration Service today. I'm going to be conducting the ceremony, as you might guess, because I'm the one stood here. And Yvonne is going to be dealing with the legal work to make sure that we all say the correct words and that Immie and Josh end up nicely married. One thing, could you please make sure your phones are now on silent or switched off, whatever you would prefer to do. And I think I'm getting a nod. So please, would you all be standing with your bride to the right of the bride as well. We've got the music. Who's in charge of music? Don't look left. Just keep walking straight. Well, it's a great pleasure to welcome you here today to these delightful surroundings here at the Exmouth Country Lodge. The place in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. And this is most definitely a day for celebration. A day when Josh and Immie have come to be joined in marriage. A day when we not only celebrate the joining of friends, families and two different patterns of life, but most importantly, the union of these two people who in each other have found happiness, fulfilment and love. Now, as some of you will know, I'm sure, one of the traditional customs of a wedding ceremony is the giving away of the bride. But these days, this act is seen as a sign of support for the marriage and a promise of continued trust and affection from family and friends. So I ask, who presents Immie to be married to Josh today?
I do.
Thank you very much, Maer. Please, will you all be seated? So today is about expressing the love, respect and true friendship that Josh and Immie have for each other. There are many significant events in our lifetimes, but marriage is one of the greatest and one that we want to share with those who have a special place in our lives. And I see this is definitely true today because here you all are, supporting them and sharing in their happiness as they come here to begin their married life. Now, I know you know each other very well, and I know your guests will know you very well too. But before I can proceed, I must publicly confirm that I'm about to marry the right couple. Josh, is your full name Joshua Charles Titmuss?
It is.
And Immie, is your full name Imogen Sarah Teed?
Yes.
Before Josh and Immie are joined in matrimony, I must now ask that if any person here present knows of any lawful reason why this couple should not be joined in marriage, will you please declare it now? Total silence. We can continue. I have to remind you both of the solemn and binding nature of the vows you are about to make. Marriage in this country is the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. But more than this, the purpose of marriage is that you will always love, support and care for each other through all the joys and sorrows of life. It is the promise between you both that you will live the rest of your days together, whatever the future may bring. There are many definitions of what makes a successful marriage, and I believe every couple has to find their own way. But it stands to reason that married life may not always be easy. I know. It's likely to require patience, the ability to listen, the wisdom to see when something is wrong, and the strength to put that right. Undoubtedly, a sense of humour will help. There are many times when compromise is needed, to bend a little in order to give something up to gain something greater, a loving, supportive and successful partnership. And when two people pledge their love and care for each other, they become stronger. They create an understanding that draws them closer than any spoken or written words ever can. Marriage vows are promises made by two people who love each other. Those promises take a lifetime to fulfill. So I ask you, Josh, do you freely take Immie to be your wife?
I do.
Will you love her, respect her and stand by her through all your life together?
I will.
And Immie, do you freely take Josh to be your husband?
I do.
Will you love him, respect him and stand by him through all your life together?
I will.
Now Adam is going to read his very own composition for us.
Where are you about this?
If you'd like to have
Yeah, come on up,
perhaps
mate.
over here.
Checking the cricket scores. Okay. I searched the internet looking for words of inspiration about two wonderful people in a big celebration. I read poems and readings but found nothing authentic. Should I be funny, gushing, proud, or romantic? I thought song lyrics were most likely to bring tears to your eyes, something that everyone would love and recognise. So before I part with these words so true, Immie and Josh, it's an honour to speak at your wedding, so thank you. But though I take it as a huge compliment, asking me to speak, I do question your judgment. Because the song that sounded most romantic to me wasn't by Sting, Bono, Shania or Whitney, or even Stephen, Marvey or Lionel Richie. It was I'm Horny, 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 Horny by Moose T. So maybe lyrics aren't the way to go. I'll leave that to Pam to put on the show. I'll take some time to talk from the heart about my little cuz and Josh's sweetheart. We as a family burst with pride and adore this kind, intelligent and beautiful bride. And thank the stars that she has by her side, a man like Josh in whom she can reside. So as you set off on this journey of life, take this advice as husband and wife. Love is about being friends and making connections, challenging each other and showing affections. It's about finding love in each other's perfections and accepting that marriage comes with fewer erections.
I'm not quite sure I can follow that, but I'll give it a go. Right, so we are now come to the part of the ceremony where we will take the legal vows. So please, would the two witnesses, Martin and Margaret, please come and join Immie and Josh.
Where are we going to go?
Would you just like to stand anywhere here?
Not yet. You
No, just need, tell you what, just have a sit down. Yeah, that's fine. And if you'd just like to stand. That's perfect, thank you. I'm now going to ask you both, by repeating these words after me, to formally declare that you are not aware of any lawful reason why you should not be married to each other. And I will start with Josh. That's going to be full names here, Josh. Okay. I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, Joshua Charles Titmuss,
why I, Joshua Charles Titmuss,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Imogen Sarah Teed.
to Imogen Sarah Teed.
No, not her. I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, Imogen Sarah Teed,
why I, Imogen Sarah Teed,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Joshua Charles Titmuss.
to Joshua Charles Titmuss.
The special moment has now come for you both to contract your marriage. You are about to take into your care the person you have chosen to spend the rest of your life with, and it is the most trusting and absolute commitment that any one person can make to another. So again, repeat after me, but please would you face each other, because I want you to say these words to each other. So Josh, you repeat after me. I call upon
I call upon
these persons here present
these persons here present
to witness that I, Josh,
to witness that I, Josh,
do take thee, Immie,
do take thee, Immie,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
Now, Immie, your turn. I call upon
I call upon
these persons here present
these persons here present
to witness that I, Immie,
to witness that I, Immie,
do take thee, Josh,
do take thee, Josh,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband.
Perfectly done. Well done. And witnesses, please, could you return to your seats? Thank you. All right. Do you want to stay there?
Go back. Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah. Okay.
Don't pretend about it. Lovely.
I don't know what I won't know where now for. Oh, wasn't I?
You'd like to stand there. Okay. And now it's time for Pam to share with us her poem, which is also an original, I understand.
Yeah. Right, okay, bear with. But I didn't realise 100 people look like this, but here we go, we're going to have a go. Right, okay. Right, family, friends from near or far, arriving by plane or in a car. We celebrate this pair today. I prophesied it'd end this way. She popped into our world at speed with stunning features of a teed. Our little Lynn, the middle one, she's always brought us so much fun. With pure heart, love, sincerity has meant so much to Dad and me. Right. A squeaky voice and tiny feet, a sweeter girl you will not meet. Her friends did call her TD Strider. Her big blue eyes couldn't shine much wider. Observational skills, second to none. Sometimes this little girl embarrassed her mum. At 4, my shoe-loving girl from Devon, while travelling on the X57, exclaimed to me so shrill and loud, a soprano singer would have been proud. Mum, look at these boots! Mum, look at these big boots! Mum, look at these great big boots! As I gasped in disbelief, why had she given me so much grief? I knew this statement couldn't be retracted, and this dear child wouldn't be distracted. As I recoiled in my seat, the owner of these big boots, our eyes did meet. As I mouthed apology, I knew he'd been afflicted by a mosquito, you see. He had elephantitis, which was terribly embarrassing. He gave a... I know, you see my situation. He gave a kind of knowing smile as I could not hush my muttering child. But, so quirky and kind this middle one, now time to big up him, he's chosen one. Although I feel it must be said, Josh, you're punching above your head. Sorry, it just kind of rhymed, I don't know.
I think everyone knows that.
With booming voice and big soft heart, we thought he was ace from the start. From the off, he fitted in, embraced our noisy, chaotic din. He loves our girl, who is divine, his crazy cat mother, middle one of mine. An interesting curiosity does to enjoy, a hobby I believe since he was a boy. Collections of many, some raise a pretty penny, but there may not be riches or big flashy cars, but Joshy today has become one of ours. Love her, cherish and obey, I think she'd quite like it that way. So, Joshy's son, you have a love like no other, but someday watch out, she'll turn into her mother. So, indulge if you can the inner Disney princess of this beauty before you in her wedding dress. Of our number 2, this fab little blonde, make sure you love her to infinity and beyond. Not exactly poetry, but a message for you guys from little old me.
Very well. I thought I proclaimed.
Well, again, I've got to try and follow that. Right, okay. Okay, back to the ceremony. Now, Immie and Josh have chosen to seal their contract of marriage with the ancient tradition of giving and receiving of rings. A wedding ring is an unbroken circle symbolising eternal love. Let these rings stand for your partnership in life, one of love, respect, understanding and compassion. And when you look upon them, may they remind you of the promises you are making to one another today. So, Louis, would you like to come up? Now then, that's it. Can you give Josh his ring? That's lovely. You've switched round, but that's absolutely
You're right.
fine. Fine with me. That's okay. This is novel. Right, place that. Both in the left hand. And just hold it halfway down very gently. That's it. And repeat these words after me. Immie, I
These
give
words
you-
after me.
There's always one. Immie, I give you this ring
Immie, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my commitment.
as a symbol of my commitment.
Wear it now and for always,
Wear it now and for always,
and know that I love you.
and know that I love you.
I promise to respect and care for you,
I promise to respect and care,
to remain faithful to you,
to remain faithful to you,
and to share with you
and to share with you
all that the future may bring to us.
all that the future may bring to us.
Now push that ring firmly home so it's never coming.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Now Arlo, would you like to come up? Can you give Immie a ring? Well done. Oh, good boy. Well done. Could we just have a round of applause? And repeat these words after me. Josh, I give you this ring
Josh, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my commitment.
as a symbol of my commitment.
Wear it now and for always,
Wear it now and for always.
and know that I love you.
And know that I love you.
I promise to respect and care for you,
I promise to respect and care for you,
to remain faithful to you,
to remain faithful to you,
and to share with you
and to share with you
all that the future may bring to us.
all that the future may bring to us.
And push that one further down. It's it. So Josh and Immie, by the holding of hands, the exchange of rings, and having made the declaration required by law before ourselves, your witnesses, your family and your friends, you have both made a binding contract of marriage, and it therefore gives me the greatest of pleasure to declare that you are now husband and wife. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as with any legal contract, there are sort of a few formalities that we have to do, a little bit of paperwork to complete, but we'll do that as quickly as we can to get you off to your celebrations. Okay? Thank you very much. I think there might be some music for you. Thank you. Yes, it was to make sure that when you make So nice.
Such lovely ceremony. Oh, it's so funny. Full of laughs.
Going to do photos.
never meant to take these off.
So you're going to
Yeah, what pose them? I'll ask them.
If you'd like to go back to your seat. And if you want to have one, do you want to photos of them or no?
I mean, if you want to put it, yeah, they're authentic.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our ceremony today. A lovely ceremony. It's been very funny in places, I Before you head off to begin your celebrations, Yvonne and I would like to wish you a long and happy future together with much joy and contentment, lots of love, laughter and fun along the way. Everybody, would you please be upstanding? And welcome with me the newly married happy couple.